Hey guys, welcome to Soulfully Illumined. In this video, we are going over messages you need to hear at this moment. All right, so go ahead and scroll down below and feel into those piles, and I will see you at your pile. Hey there, Pile One. Welcome to Soulfully Illumined. For your reading, for this reading, we are going over messages you need to know at this moment. So please take what resonates, leave what does not, and let's get started. So we are starting with some tarot to get a general overview of what's happening. So, Spirit for Pile One Collective, what's been going on? We have King of Water in reverse. We're going to take that. Nine of Fire or Nine of Wands. And, oh, lovely. Okay. And then bottom of the deck, we have Awakenings. So we have King of Water in reverse, Nine of Fire, which is Nine of Wands. And then we have Two of Water, Two of Cups. Bottom of the deck, Awakening. All right. Which is the Hanged Man card. And so let's get into it here. So what I'm sensing with you, Pile One, is, you've been going through some dissonance. You've been doing some internal work. And there's been like some sort of work that you've been doing that's been like harmonizing the mind and your emotions. You've been preparing though. This has been an important part of your process of harmonizing, of having internal balance, of giving and receiving in the world. You've been at this point of a standstill, and it may feel like, you've been there for a little while, you've been whipped around here and there, and know that there is a purpose for all of this. It's like you've asked for something, there's something that you've been wanting, and the universe has been collaborating to provide this to you, has been collaborating to prepare this for you. And this could be the partnership that you desire. It could be this a reconciliation with a past relationship. This could just be love in general, or some sort of collaboration that you've been wanting. And what's coming through here is that it's coming. You're being taken at this point. You are being taken to where you need to go. And here with I don't know if you can see that, but with the, I don't even know what that's called. If you know what it is, go ahead and comment down below. The hourglass. The hourglass, thank you. So the hourglass is sideways, and it's kind of like, you may not feel like things are moving, but notice how when it's sideways, it kind of looks like an infinity symbol. And what I'm getting with this is divine timing. I know we hate that word, but we have to trust the process. And for you, this process is so important because it's actually creating building blocks to your future with the 1-2, taking the steps 1, 2, 1, 2. And with the Wheel of Fortune underneath the deck, or underneath that card, it's like you have two major arcanas, one supporting the other. So know that during this process, you are being supported. You are progressing, even though you may not see these changes happening around you in your physical world, or you may be experiencing some chaos around you. You are being protected with the Nine of Fire. At this present time, though, I feel like you're more prepared, Pile One, than you know. You are actually more prepared than you realize. And it's like, you may have had moments in the past where it's like, I'm not really ready, I'm not really trusting the flow, or just resistance to where things are going. You may have had some divine detours, but the purpose of those divine detours, I'm looking at the trunk, the roots. You're building stronger roots. And that could be in your physical reality or stronger roots in the manifestation, if that makes sense. Because you know how they say act as if, or they say, act as if, be in that vibration of the energies. So it's almost like if you've been experiencing these detours in your life, or you've been kind of being pushed here and there, know that this is what you've been doing is for each separate thing that you've been doing, whether it be like family stuff, whether it be work situations, friends, like interacting with friends, or different adventures or experiences, all of these things have created for you deeper roots that will be energetically creating a stronger, I'm hearing bond with another, if this is a love situation for you. But also, more than anything, it's a greater bond with yourself. It's strengthening something. It's strengthening the union between the divine masculine, the divine feminine, but also more deeper than that, really what it comes down to is creating this stronger bond within yourself. Trust the divine flow. Because it's like all of this, there's aspects of that inner child of yours that's being healed at this time, okay? And that could be for some of you. So let's pull a couple oracle cards to get further information. Which one is it? The bottom one. You've been learning a deeper trust with spirit, pile one. One more card, please. Thank you. Yeah, and look at that. We have, okay, so we have divine will, let go of fear. We have hidden realms, create conscious awareness. And then we have living light energy, see the beauty in life. Bottom of the deck, you have light codes, travel awaits you. Oof, nice. I notice how that color with the violet, we have here the wheel of fortune is violet. We have awakening, which is violet. You have a lot of violet. I feel like you're going to be seeing clearly. This time for you, pile one, is really, hold on 1 second, there we go. This time for you is really helping you to spread your wings. It's like you've had greater faith in the divine, more so recently. It's like you've been at this point prior to of just like not really being trusting of what's happening and just really being conflicted with the mind and the heart energy. But that's fading away. I think part of that has to do with the Lionsgate portal, but it's like you've done this Phoenix rising experience, gone down to the depths of hell and then emerged the Phoenix. And so here with the hidden realms, create conscious awareness. Sorry, my camera. Okay. With the hidden realms, it says create conscious awareness. I feel like that's kind of where you're at, where you're really opening up to hidden realms, to different aspects of yourself, different aspects of situations that have been helping you or that have been to some degree hindering you. I don't know if you can hear the noise in the background, pile one. The construction continues. And so that's kind of, it was quiet for a moment and it just started back up again. But look how much chaos is in this card. It's like you've been learning to hold your boundaries and hold your ground with the situations, with the noise, with all the stimulation around you. And when we do that, what happens is we're able to really hold ourselves in our alignment, hold ourselves in our being without being pulled in different directions into different energy spaces. I'm saying this as my phone keeps going off, and I really need to put that on Do Not Disturb. But here, it says here, living life, living light energy, see the beauty in life. This is a time, or you're moving into a time of greater expansion. But what was important was greater balance for you in the past. Is like that, like I said, harmonizing the mind and the heart to a point where you can then really create greater space to allow more of that energy to run through. And you have here a tree, whether it be the tree of life or whatnot, and then you have a tree here as well in reverse. And it's like you're moving from a point of not really being able to hold as much grounding, as much of your truest nature in your reality, to a point where you just light up the world around you. And that, if you can tell, that's right under that Two of Waters, that partnership commitment. And like I said, commitment for yourself, a commitment towards your own authenticity. With the light codes, travel awaits you, bottom of the deck here. It's like there's a lot of light codes coming in. You'll be feeling them into this month and beyond. And I'm seeing 3, 6, 9 as I'm looking at this card, predominantly the 3. And I feel like with the 3, it could be 3 months, 6 months, 9 months. You're going to be seeing a visual difference in your world from the work that you've been creating. But also with those codes, I'm also getting here this sense of greater recognition of yourself, your abilities, and to be able to really push out all of that noise and really be here in a higher expression of yourself here on Earth. You're doing a lot of transmutation work, Pile 1. You're really releasing a lot. So there may be moments where you just don't know what to do, who you are, where you want to go, your purpose, what you feel, what you know. And it's like there's these multidimensional aspects of yourself that are being released, that are being clarified, purified. And I feel like you've got a lot of eyes on you. Like eyes on you, and that could be like through the spiritual realm. That could also be people around you, but it really doesn't matter because you are protected in your world. But it's like you're going through, this pause is really important for you because what it's doing is it's creating change, starting from the inside out. You got a 10 here with the completion. So for this moment, Pile 1, there's a rebalancing that's happening. What emotionally fulfills you, what does not. Clearing out the clutter so you can really feel and be in your authentic presence. It's quite a lovely reading. So I'm going to end this reading with a dream card for you. And let's see what final messages. I shuffled those before, but we'll do it again. So Spirit, final message for Pile 1. What would you like them to know? Pile 1 Collective, please, Spirit. Okay. Stand in front of a mirror and say to yourself, I am worthy of all the good things I dream about. If you want to take a screenshot of that, please do. Yeah, so it's like self-worth, and I'm seeing that with the eyes here. one thing you might want to consider, pile one, is actually standing. Like, look at that. Eyes. 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 There's something that you haven't been seeing clearly, pile one, and I think it's you. You haven't been seeing yourself clearly. And so one thing that I would, I don't know, I was going to say recommend, but I don't want to recommend. It's more like you should really try doing the mirror work. And not mirror work, just stand in front of your mirror and just look at your eyes. I feel like there's like some coding, there's something that's going to come through your eyes. And just if you feel like you want to say something to your eyes, you know, or say something to yourself, do it. But I feel like that higher version of yourself is going to come through your eyes. And you're going to see or catch a glimpse of the magnitude of who you are. All right, so pile one, that was your message. Thank you for watching, and do give it a like if you like the video, subscribe if you haven't. We'd love to have you, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Hey there, pile two, welcome. So in this reading, we are going over messages. What do you need to know at this moment? So let's get into it. We are starting off with the Guardian Angel Tarot deck. Please do take what resonates, leave what does not, and let's get started. So Spirit for pile two collective, what's the situation? Are we taking it? It went back down, so it went back down. Stop and starts. Look at that. It's crazy. Okay. We have release. We have Ace of Fire. Six of Cups. Bottom of the deck, Four of Air. Okay, so pile two for you. I feel like you've been, like past-wise, you've been going through a transformation. You've been going through an ending of an old cycle, and it's been an interesting cycle that's brought forth some beautiful new opportunities for you. And that could be opportunities as in like actual material opportunities presented to itself, opportunities of just different ways of expressing yourself, or just different outlooks on life. But here it's like you've undergone this rebirth, so to speak. And now at this point, it's like, you know, with the Ace of Fire, opportunities, creativity, and action, it's like this beginning stages where you're starting to feel the fire starting to raise up within you. Starting to feel the creativity rising up within you. Yet with the Four of Air, Four of Swords, bottom of the deck, you have meditation, recuperation, contemplation. This is a new cycle for you, pile two, where it's not about doing so many different things, but a cycle of doing the things that truly bring the color back into your world, that light you up, or that bring you that sense of peace. Whereas in the past, you may have had a bunch of different things and a whole different outlook where, you know, doing more, we are more, you know, when you do more, it's a good thing. We should do as much as we can. That's how we feel fulfilled. That's what we're taught to do. You're moving into a different way of being. All right, that's what I'm also seeing with that Six of Water, the innocence, the joy, the childhood enthusiasm of life. That's where you're moving into. And so with the Ace of Fire here, you're having some opportunities present to you in different ways, but you're being called to just kind of take it easy and just kind of go with the flow, bringing forth that childlike enthusiasm into the world, into your action. I'm gonna just actually take a couple of oracle cards first, as and then I'll continue. Yeah, see? Dark night of the soul. Must have really sucked, my friends. One more. Wow, okay. Okay. Okay, so we got Dark Night of the Soul, life brings new meaning. Yeah, so that's that past energy of like that transformation. You may have gone under like the whole Dark Night of the Soul stuff, diving deep into the shadow aspect of yourself, seeing some old programming of the mind, old wounds popping up to be cleared, to be looked at, to be seen, new revelations coming as a result of that. But now moving into this time where you're at now, where you are being activated to a higher level of being. With the create sacred space, you are being opened up to greater possibilities. Pile 2, and I feel like spirit, even your ancestors or angels with the cosmic ancestors, voice your concern here. You're beginning this new cycle, and you're being asked to bring forth the energy, the state that you'd like to bring forth or be in this next cycle. And with the Ace of Fire here, right, I keep being drawn to this little girl. This beautiful state of lightness, innocence, joy, right? And bringing that and allowing that part of you to come forth, to play, to create. You know, it's quite an interesting space to be in, because it totally goes against, you know, where we are in society, right? Like, oh, you know, when we're in our 30s or 40s or 50s, to act like a little child is nuts. But we are no longer where we once were in history. And what we were doing 5-10 years ago no longer applies to today. And so here today for you, pile 2, this beginning of the cycle is about creating new structure in your system, in your life, new foundations that's going to fully support you. And part of that is that inner child feeling safe and feeling happy and being open and free to express yourself the way that lights you up. At this point for you, pile 2, the key for you is receiving. Because I feel like you're not quite done yet with receiving insight, especially with the clear and activate. And then you also have the 6 of water, 6 of cups. And notice how she's looking up. And to me, she's like looking into contemplation, memories. This is also a nostalgia card. And so there's something that's coming through, whether it be the insight, downloads, or whatever, that's going to give you greater clarity as to how to move forward in your world. And let me tell you, pile 2, it may be completely different than what you expect. Because I'm being drawn to let go of fear, divine will. This is an essence of you that's coming forth to be shined through to the world. And it's not, I was going to say it's not normal, which is terrible. It's not common. I don't think anything is normal, to be honest. Like there's like, what is normal? It's a definition, right? That just, I don't know, just doesn't apply. Anyway, I digress. So here, you got the eye again. What is up with the eyes for me lately? Anyway, this is about you, pile 2. So there's this opening that's happening for you. Number 1, I feel like the energies are opening up for you for greater expansion, greater opportunities to flow in, greater revelations. And as you bring this in, it's actually shifting the way that you see your world and really being able to place things in certain ways that really fulfill you. Pile 2. Your intuition is going to be opening. As you stay in that receptive zone, Pile 2, and this may only be for like the next couple of weeks, it's like there's a lot of clarity that's coming through. Your intuition is being heightened. Your ability to see beyond the veil is being heightened. Your choices will become clear. And you'll find that your manifestations will become quicker. But for you, moving into this new cycle, Pile 2, it's about meaning in your life. It's not so much purpose driven, it's meaning driven. And that's why there's a bit of a slow start to this cycle, because it's like you had to let go of a lot of stuff in the past in order to get to a clear space where you can kind of bring in that information and really not butt heads with it. You're moving out of working in a square box, Pile 2, and moving into a world of like the abstract. So meaning, you know, systems that have been done before, regurgitating the same systems. Instead of that, changing the systems and making them work for you. There's something about that. There's something about making some systems that you have in place in your life, or making, like it could be your job, and changing it so it works for you. Because I keep looking at this guy here with the 4 of air. And then right underneath that you have the sun. Look at that. So it's like making your environment work for you. But in the past, Pile 2, it's like you didn't even know, because you were too bogged down with all this stuff that you've been carrying, that you needed to clarify it, you needed to clear it out to then really recognize the things that do work for you and bring those pieces in, right, to your foundation. And with the sunflower that's peeking out right here, sun is your friend right now, Pile 2. So if you can bask in the sun, if you can get out in the sun, I feel it's going to really help to rejuvenate you and rejuvenate your body. Your body may be going through some shifts right now. Pile 2, you may feel some sensitivity. It's because you're becoming more sensitive. More sensitive to your needs. But the body will tell you what it needs. The body will show you what it needs, because it's still doing a bit of a purge with the 9 here of some old stuff. It's just residual stuff, but you're moving into a time where here, voice your concerns, cosmic ancestors, where you're really more connected with yourself and you're connected to your intuition and the world around you. It's really quite lovely. All right, so take it easy as you continue in this moment and as you continue to move forward, and trust the process of this evolution, because you're moving into a time that's going to bring much success and rewards is what I'm getting. And it's because you built this foundation now. You've done the heavy lifting. Now it's the time to just kind of go shopping. And just like, pick what you like, pick what you like. I don't like that, I'm gonna put that back, but I'm gonna pick this one. It's time for you to go shopping. It's time for you to receive. So, we're gonna end with a dream card. Final messages for Pile 2, please, Spirit. What would you like them to know? Pile 2 collective, please, Spirit. We'll take the top one. Whenever life throws obstacles in your way, and things don't go as planned, accept them, and say, thank you, I'm ready for the lessons this alternative path will teach me. I trust these lessons are valuable for my dreams to come true. I love that. Because I feel like in the past, those obstacles have been a pain in the butt. They've been really tough. But moving forward, you're working it with the joy and the curiosity of a child. And having that lighter approach makes it all a little bit more easier, right? So again, whenever life throws obstacles in your way and things don't go as planned, accept them and say, thank you. I'm ready for the lessons this alternative path will teach me. I trust these lessons are valuable for my dreams to come true. Go ahead and take a screenshot of that if you'd like, pile 2. Those are your messages for this moment. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Do give it a like if you liked the video. Subscribe if you haven't, and I look forward to reading for you again. Until next time, bye. Hey there, pile 3, welcome. All right, so we're gonna get into it. Messages you need to know for right this moment. So let's get into it and see what wants to come through for you. We're starting off with tarot. And let's get the scoop. Let's get the story first. Okay, we got 7 of Fire. Past, present, and future. Bottom of the deck. 2 of Air. Okay, let me just put that over here a little bit more. Let's put that aside a little bit more. All right, we got 7 of Fire, so 7 of Wands. We got some challenging energy in the past that you've had to persevere through. We have 2 of Earth, balance. Oh, so current energy, just needing this balance in your world, trying to be balanced, prioritizing those things that you really need. Really being focused on the things around you, the practical world around you, and balancing those practical things. Okay, and then we also have the 8 of Air, which is the 8 of Swords in reverse, with just letting go. Very good. And then the 2 of Air, so 2 of Swords, indecision. Yeah, okay. I feel like your past has really like put you down. It's been a challenging past that you've had that's really made you question yourself. Question the way that you move through the world, question your choices, questioning the way that, you just live life. Now, it may not be that extreme, but there's an aspect of that that's coming through because it is affecting how you've been or how you are moving in the world or carrying on your day today, or perhaps at this moment. And balance is key for you, pile 3, excuse me. And I feel like you know that already. You already know that balance is important, but it's almost like there's too much emphasis being put on certain things that may not be as fruitful as you may hope. But it's almost like there may be some noise or certain things around you that have impacted the way that you move and the way that maybe you prioritize things. And it's been there, it could be that it's been there for a while. I don't know. It could be old thought programs, and I'm getting with the red there. It's something in your physical reality. There's certain ways that you've been doing something that have not been. Hold on. We're not taking that. We're going to take that one. Thank you. And we'll take that one. Okay, sorry, let me do that again. Let me do that part again. So basically, the way that you've been prioritizing your life hasn't really been in the past, hasn't really fulfilled you. It hasn't served you like your purpose or provided you with the joy that you've wanted. With the sacred divinity, there are two paths ahead. It's like it's almost like there's been a lot of struggle in the past about the path that you pick, the choices that you've had to make, and feeling safe and comforted in your environment, right? Now, presently, though, I feel like that's kind of being lifted in a way that it's, with the Kundalini rising, it does feel like you're shifting the way that you are moving in the world. You're shifting the way, I know they're all similar readings, but I don't know why. This is what seems to be coming through right now for these readings. It's because we are moving into a whole different way of being and a whole different way of moving in the world. And so I feel like that's why these messages are coming out. It's like we have to remember to shift gears, because a lot of the times we've been going through autopilot, but that's changing for you. You may feel like burning through the scalp, tension through the neck or the upper back, pile 3. And I feel like it could be part of your Kundalini, but I feel like that's also reminding you that you're carrying too much on your shoulders. You're looking down, you may be running on autopilot, or you may be too much in your mind. But you see, that's shifting because in your environment around you, pile 3, I don't know if you realize this or not, but the world around you is quite different than the mental programming that you have been functioning under. And so you have a lot of guides, you have a lot of support, you have a lot of spirit that's around you, and that's showing you another path. It's showing you another path. Wouldn't have thought about the boat, would ya? Because we just know the straight line right here. But there's a boat right there. But you can only see it if you look up. And the sun is out. It's like everything that you need to see is being illuminated for you. But the question is, are you looking up, right? And so with the 8 of air, right? The 8 of swords, self-doubt, like is something that's really coming through with these cards today, pile 3, where it's like you're letting that go in the future. You're really moving into a time of greater wisdom within yourself. And part of that has to do with the balance and prioritizing those things that make you feel like you. Ignite your passion for life. And if you're watching this upon upload, so we just had the Lionsgate, we had the new moon in Leo, and I feel like these energies are really supportive for igniting that passion in our life in many different ways. And so for you though, pile 3, what I'm getting here, it's really burning out some of that old way of being and really igniting, lighting up those new, they're not new though, it's like a newer way to your mental body, but it's been imprinted in you because you already have the wisdom, but it's like you don't trust it. And by creating that inner harmony, by meditation, by playfulness, by letting go of some of that old stuff, by grounding yourself, you're going to realize that those answers, those choices that you make, they're just undeniable. It's not this or that. It's just this. You just know it. Because that old program, the programming is out of the way. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I just noticed that in this card. I don't know if you can see that, but he's walking here and he has two options here. But if you look, right? Look at how that sword looks, and then look at how that sword looks. This one's so bright. I don't know if you can see that, but that one's so much brighter than that. It's kind of like Spirit saying, this way, come this way. You know what I mean? And so it's like when you're lighter, when you're not in your mind about it, you don't go into analysis paralysis. Knight of Water right underneath that. Oh, you are totally being drawn forward. Pile 3. Pick the path of love. Pick the path of emotional fulfillment. That's where you're heading. And then under that, you have 4 of Fire, right? Prosperity, contentment, celebration, home, solid foundation. What you need to know right now, Pile 3, is that you really have all the wisdom and the knowledge that you need. Your intuition's point on. Your intuition's on it. It's just your mind getting in your own way, and you think that you have to do things in a certain way. But in actuality, the certain way that you need to do it in is just your way. You just have to do it your way, because we're all different. Ground your light, let your soul shine. This period for you, Pile 3, it's a really special time for you, because I feel like you're rising. Like, I'm feeling that Phoenix rising experience of you just kind of stepping forth and claiming your own space and claiming your own story as the hero, as the main character of your own story. It's like the fight is gone. The fight is no longer necessary. That internal struggle, that self-doubt, no longer is necessary. And you're moving into this time where you're more grounded and more in tuned with yourself, your emotions, and your energy, and able to harness that to create something really beautiful. So I think really the key message for you in this moment, Pile 3, is to not doubt yourself, truly. So I'm going to end with a dream card for you, Pile 3. Okay, so final message. So Spirit, what would you like? What would you like, final message, Pile 3, to know at this moment? Final message. Close your eyes and think about your dream, being alive and real. How do you feel? Cherish this feeling and keep it as your compass. Follow it. I love that. It's a nice little add-on there. So I'll read it one more time. Close your eyes and think about your dream, being alive and real. How do you feel? Cherish this feeling and keep it as your compass. Follow it. Yeah, because it's like you're moving out of this time of being in the mental predominantly and moving and allowing the emotions to lead. And with the emotions leading, it's just undeniable about which choice to make. Really, really great. Really great reading. All right, Pile 3, that was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Do give it a like if you like the video. Subscribe if you haven't. And I look forward to reading for you again. Take care. Bye.